Hi there guys, and welcome back to another food and wine matching demonstration. Today I've decided to don the chef's whites once again and create a fantastic little pairing as your current resident chef and brand ambassador. I've done a fantastic little pairing with a little something special from Taylor's, their new Winemakers project, and I've matched it perfectly with a Umami Beef Skewer. Ed, do you want to tell us a little something about the wine?
For sure. So, as you said, Taylor's, they're synonymous with the Clare Valley. It is a 2010 vintage. Once again, generally South Australia, also parts of Western Australia, Tasmania, very good vintage, 9 to 10 out of 10. This is Taylor's doing very small parcels, as you said, Winemakers project.
Yeah.
So essentially, it allows, obviously they're a big winery, it allows the winemakers to do exactly what they do best and work with small parcels of fruit.
Yeah.
In this particular aspect, it's a Bordeaux blend. So we've got a Cab Sauv, a Cabernet Franc, a Malbec, and a Merlot.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Basically, seeing what in the French style, but seeing what we with the Australian terroir can do.
Sure.
Medium-bodied, still packed with flavour, but very nice silky finish, good spice and earthy aspects. It'll be interesting how it patches.
Okay, so the dish that I've made today, as I said, it's Umami Beef Skewers. It's so simple. This dish, literally, if you incorporate the oil it's cooked in, has 5 ingredients. I've taken a beautiful piece of Wagyu sirloin. I've then cut that into strips, incorporated with some fantastic, it's just simple, it's shallots, yeah? I get those, put it onto some little skewers, and then pretty much I'm taking miso paste, which is the fermented soybean paste, essentially, and mixing that with non-salted butter. Now, the miso paste itself is rather, it's quite a salty product, so always go for that non-salted butter. Now, you want to go to, it's close to a 50-50 ratio, but always steer more towards the butter because the miso is so strong. It's very rich and laden with those umami flavors, which I think are going to, as we were talking about the terroir and the Australian soil and the beautiful savory aspects of this wine, I think it's just going to marry together perfectly.
Beautiful. That is beautiful.
Really nice wine.
Very much medium-bodied, but still a classic Bordeaux blend. Done in a 10 out of 10 vintage. Clare Valley, South Australia, slightly elevated, beautifully silky. You've got a very good spectrum of red fruits. You've got the darker aspect as well.
I find with those cooler climate wines, such as the Clare, I mean, they've just had that little bit longer to mature on the vine.
It's exactly what gives them that.
And it's just what gives it that finish.
Elegance, absolutely.
Yeah, it just gives it a little bit more intensity in the fruit. It gives it a little bit more of a smoother finish. And I mean, that speaks volumes.
It speaks for itself, absolutely.
Yeah.
And even though medium-bodied, definitely not lacking in flavour at all.
Not at all.
And that should very much, even though Wagyu and the fat, as you were saying, will give a lot of flavour, I think that should marry up quite well.
It's a robust flavour. It's punchy. The miso is punchy. The butter is punchy. The spring onion's punchy. But this, being a bit more of a medium-bodied wine, it just works. Look, Ed, thank you so much, mate, for coming over again today. Look, fantastic wine from the new Taylor's Winemakers project. For all you guys out there watching, Ed and I also have some fantastic food and wine matching events coming up. Not to mention another Wine Society and Umami Project collaboration coming up in the form of a pop-up. The last few have been fantastic. Looking forward to the next one.
Indeed. Venues aside, food, wines, fantastic.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
See you there.
Thank you.
See you there.